So introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Edward, and we are The Living Street.
We didn't prepare that.
We really didn't.
Yes, we are.
All right, so now my first question is, where did the name The Living Street come from?
Okay, that's a good question. I think it's a little bit of not having any other option for what we wanted, and then also
took us a while to agree on
right,
something.
Yes, and a little bit of we really liked what it stood for. So we wanted to name the band off of the street we were living together at this house in Lawrenceville at the time. We started the project, so we wanted to name it after the street we lived on, which is called Dresden Way.
Makes sense.
We looked up Dresden, and it is a really bad bombing in World War II happened in a town called Dresden in Germany. So we figured that's probably not a good association that we should use. And I believe it was also the name of like some metal band or something.
There was already a band. Yeah. They weren't huge.
But then, so we then obviously went through this never-ending cycle of how about this one? How about this one?
A lot of names.
When the Living Street came up, I looked up different types of roads, and there's avenues, boulevards, and so there's all these different like types of streets, and they all are named that for some specific reason. And I actually didn't realize that for a lot of them. I thought, oh, you're just picking street or road, or
it's a real type of street. It's called a living street.
Yeah, so there's something called a living street, and it's a street where pedestrians, motorists, and bicyclists, and animals, and whoever wants to be on this road can be on the road at the same time. And we like that idea of like, everybody's in on it, and no, we're not excluding anybody, and that's how we are, with our band and our philosophy. So it was fitting, and we chose that.
That's very interesting to hear, actually. And
yeah,
before forming together as a duo, what were you guys doing before, music-wise?
Well, we were always playing music. I mean, we've been playing music together since we were in middle school, early high school, something around there.
Right.
So we literally, this has always been our passion, our main thing, our goal, whatever it was. But Ed went to college. I worked at a car dealership for a while, and
don't leave out Shop and Save.
Oh yeah, and Ed worked at Shop and Save, pushing carts.
I was pushing carts. I was doing pricing for a little bit after college, but I knew I wanted to do music with Nick. We just didn't really have a set plan yet. So once we kind of decided to go full swing with the Living Street, then I stopped pushing carts.
We stopped pushing carts and just got on the road and lived off the land. Up until now. We live off the land, off the
you got some tomatoes growing in the back.
The kindness of others. We are kept afloat, which is great, and we're having a really fun time.
Well, that's great. So my next question. So of course, I met you guys in Apalachicola back in March, and most of my family most of them are from Florida, and I go to every once in a while, and because my friends have never heard of Apalachicola, I'm curious to know what drew you guys to Apalachicola.
They let us play.
Well, yes, they did. They let us play. They said we were allowed to play. No, but the initial draw was when we were trying to map out where we wanted to go on our first tour ever. We just used Google Maps and zoomed in on different towns, and then looked around and saw it was in certain towns, like if there's venues. And I saw it, and I was like, look, there's a place called Apalachicola. And just because I only kind of read it, but I was like, this place has got to be cool with a name like that. So literally randomly found it on a map, and looked a little deeper, and we looked on some websites of local venues, and the Bowery Station, which is now called the High Five Dive Bar, was a place that looked like they had tons of music, and they had a page for bands that kind of just said, we'll give anybody a shot if they're good enough, and this or that, send us a video. So we did, and Matt and Lisa, the previous owners, they reached out to us and they said, hey, we'd like to give you guys a shot, and we've now played there probably 6 times. And it's one of our homes. It's literally one of our home away from homes, like our top favorite places to play. The new owners are amazing. Everybody is so sweet there, and they're carrying on the legacy of how Bowery Station was, now how High Five Dive Bar is, and it's amazing. We'll keep going back there as long as we can. I mean, obviously everything going on, but want to get back there as soon as we can.
It's funny because when the night I went and saw you guys, I barely ever go to bars, and obviously I haven't just staying right across the street, and I was actually working on an article, and then I kept hearing the music from the bar, and I was just like, okay, I like the sound of it. I'm just gonna hold off on work for a little while and go over there and watch these guys play.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
So our plan worked. We tried to be loud enough so that everybody would come from near and far.
Yeah, sometimes they try to quiet us down. They tell us to turn down, but we keep saying
we can't turn down.
We gotta bring them in.
Well,
That's
thank
how it
you
happens.
for not turning it down that night.
Thank you. Yeah, no, and it's been great, and it's so nice to know you now, and now we get to do this together, and I've read some of your articles before, and I always enjoy them, so it's cool to meet. It's the best part of what we do is that we get to meet just new and incredible and unique people. So yeah, it's awesome, and then we get to do even cooler things like this. So it always comes back full circle to being like a really cool thing.
Yeah. My next question, you guys have recently reached 20,000 streams on 2 Dark Hours on Spotify, and
Yes.
which I want to say congratulations. It's a fantastic song.
Oh, thank you.
And I just want to know what inspired you guys to write that song.
That's a really cool question.
That's a fun story we like to tell.
So I want to say the concept for the song kind of came in a way before the lyrics. So like the music aspect, we kind of knew we wanted to switch up where we were going musically. So we had, Nick was playing around with some different chords, and it just sounded like we'd never used those before, so we want to try something different. And we were on the way home from Vegas, right?
Yeah, we were leaving Las Vegas. Obviously, that's the first line of the song. It's been 2 dark hours since I left you in Las Vegas. So that is a truthful statement to the testament of the song. And
we wrote that literally as we were moving down the road. We were coming up with these lines, just putting them right into our phone. Mm-hmm. They didn't all make it.
They did, yeah, not all the lines made, but we wrote a bunch of lines, and then obviously, like Ed was saying, when I thought of the chord progression, we were in Memphis, Tennessee. We were staying in a pretty dirty hotel, which was the majority of the hotels we stay in, because we can't be paying top dollar for the Carlton Ritz, and but we really enjoyed our time there because we got to write this really great song. And we didn't want to go outside because we're kind of like in what seemingly was a scary area. When we went to buy booze, it was like behind a big cage. And it was like, all right, this place seems like it might be dangerous. So we didn't venture out too much. But we had a blast writing the song, and it came together, and it turned out that everybody really, really liked it. And it was like the biggest change up from how we usually write music. Right. And so we were like, oh, well, maybe we've been doing it wrong the whole time as far as how we write.
Yeah, we just kind of didn't really try to stick to anything we had already done before.
Right. So, but
that's what happened.
We're really happy with what happened, and it's been a really beneficial song for us.
That's a pretty great story to hear, actually. So you guys partnered up with Warrior Pals and also had the This Time Around music video produced in partnership with them. Can you explain how that partnership happened?
Oh yeah, that's fun. So we
actually in St. George Island, right?
St. George Island, right across the water from Apalachicola. We played a show and met a lovely couple, Michael and Christina, sorry. And we've since meeting them have worked together on a bunch of things, and they have their arms dipped in a lot of cool things and a lot of great things for the health and benefit of other people. And that was one of the charities that they were starting. And they really liked our music, and we just happened to be, like I said, the right place, right time. That's how a lot of people make it and continue to do well. So playing in a little hole in the wall in St. George Island gave us this opportunity to work for something really special. We were happy to do that.
I don't know. I like that. When after I first saw you guys, I actually watched the This Time Around video right after that, and I looked at the description, read that, and I actually know someone who is a wounded warrior. And
oh wow,
yeah, and my cousin's ex-husband actually stepped on an IED on Christmas Day in 2011, and he lost the leg. So reading that really just, I thought it was incredible. So, I
thank you.
I thank you guys for doing that.
Hey, it's absolutely the least we can do. I mean, just hearing that story, I mean, it's like all we did was play a song, and oh, wow. So we'll thank him for that too.
Now, what's y'all's favorite song to perform live?
This is a tough question. It's an often asked question, and I believe
it changes.
I believe the answer changes quite regularly because you can get sick of. I mean, every song that we ever learn or write is our favorite song to play until we've played it a little bit too many times. If I had to guess,
I would have to agree.
So it's you learn or write a new song. It's like, this is sick. It's new. It's refreshing. So we
play it a couple thousand times.
Play it a couple thousand times, and all of a sudden we have to find a new favorite. But as far as one that has never seemingly gotten old, I don't know. I always like playing "Pick Me Up" still.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that.
That's off our new album called "It Won't Last," and that's a song we really love playing.
I'll do my top two: "Pick Me Up" and "Two Dark Hours."
And "Two Dark Hours" is also a lot of fun.
But if I could do a song that you guys haven't heard yet, which I won't because then that wouldn't really make sense, it would be that new bass riff one,
Like Yellow.
Like Yellow. And we've played it before, but it's not recorded anywhere.
Yes, we've been doing it on our live streams, which we will be having one this Friday.
No, I am looking forward to watching it as always.
Yeah, so we took a few weeks off from doing it. We didn't want to overdo it too much, but we're coming back. We're going to be stronger than ever, and we're a little more tan because we've been spending time out in the sun.
That's the thing. We had to take a little break to get our tan.
We had to go outside.
I know last time I had just arrived in Florida, and I know I needed to get a little tan too. So y'all started at the right time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, everybody was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's go out and get tan," because the weather finally broke.
Now it's like too hot to even be outside here.
Yeah, it's like 95 degrees in Pittsburgh today. So
it's probably close to 100 here in Texas.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, I'm sure you're probably more used to the hot weather than most, being from the South.
Yeah, but it's funny because even though I am from Texas, I hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we hate winters up here.
Well, I wish I had a real winter here.
That is true. Although I have heard in recent years that it does snow in Texas, in some parts at least.
Once back in 2017.
Okay.
I'm sure everything shut down from near and far.
Yes.
I don't know. I kind of like the winter now, but I just started skiing this past winter. So now I have like a reason to really go outside and still enjoy the winter.
He does extreme sports.
Of course, not when it's too cold.
Yeah, I can't do that stuff. I break my legs.
Well, you gotta wear your helmet.
You do have to wear a helmet. All protective gear is essential if you're going to do some sort of extreme.
It's not that extreme. It's not that extreme.
In my mind,
doing anything crazy.
In my mind, I believe that it's a very extreme sport.
Just going down a slope.
I know.
Maybe a black diamond every now and then.
Your legs could do it full split because you're on two separate things. I don't like that.
Yes, they could.
Well, I'll have to remember that if I ever decide to go skiing.
Yeah, I don't see. I've never even tried it, and I live in mostly snow. And I won't do it.
Give it a try.
It's terrifying.
It's a whole other world. When you realize how to do that finally, it's like when you finally figure out, I can play the guitar, and then you realize you're in this whole other world because now you can just do whatever you want to do and go wherever you want to go with it.
Okay.
All right.
Pretty dark.
So what's your favorite song to cover?
I don't know. Like I said, probably very much similar answer of the last one. We
have a lot of new ones too.
But I feel like if there's instead of saying favorite, we should say like all time, like everybody enjoys the most.
Or just the one that, or do you mean the one that we currently enjoy playing the most right now,
or
like our favorite kind of like crowd pleaser?
I'd say
that's kind of
currently playing right now.
Okay, currently playing right now. I'm gonna say mine is the theme song from the movie Grease by Frankie Valli.
You guys do a great job on that one.
It's just because I really
cool.
I loved the song so much whenever I was little. I used to watch it. I wish that I was Danny Zuko. But always wanting to learn it, never looking it up because it felt like it was too hard. I don't know, for some reason, whenever I just listened to it, because there's a lot of horns and such. But I looked it up and it wasn't too hard, and played it a few times, and it was like a really easy song to learn and start nailing. So whenever we like nail a song off the bat, like as soon as we play it the first time, we're already like, oh, we know how to do it. Those songs always, pump us up a little more than the ones we have to be like, all right, let's play over that chorus 4 more times to get it down or whatever. So because we prefer to play our own songs.
I think my favorite cover, I mean, I definitely love doing that song too, as far as playing bass on the song, but I like singing Wildflowers.
Oh yeah, Tom Petty, that's a good one.
I like how we do that one. I know that's one of your favorites, right?
Yes, it is. And I actually think I was the one who originally requested you guys to do that during one of the streams.
I believe you're right. And then, because you're
right.
Yeah, because we'll hear requests for certain things, and then it's like almost like one of us is waiting to hear a certain request. Like, hey, they asked for it. Let's do it.
Here we go. We're gonna do it now.
Where because we are
like if someone requests Freebird, then we're like, well, we'll leave that one down on the list.
Well, we already know like 6 Tom Petty songs, so it's like, well, okay, I guess we'll learn another Tom Petty.
We're basically a tribute at this point.
We know a lot of Tom Petty.
Well, you guys do not. Well, you guys do great not covering Tom Petty.
Well, thank you.
I'm a huge fan of his. So
I can see him in the background of your room there.
So you guys were writing music during quarantine, and of course doing the Facebook live shows every Friday night. And y'all recently announced that you guys started pre-production on the songs that you guys have written. And so now I'm wondering, when will we be hearing new music?
Well, we're wondering the same thing. We just have to.
Yeah,
we honestly,
we're definitely wondering that.
It's a matter of us. We need to sit down and kind of game plan what our next goal is for the band, because for the past 3 months we've been in quarantine, obviously, and the pandemic is literally changing any kind of business, everybody's lives. It's different. So we are a band that thrives off of performing live and traveling, and being in big groups and traveling is the worst thing that you can do right now,
and for the foreseeable future.
And for the potential foreseeable future. So to record an album is something that we want to do, but we, can't tour around and spread it. So it might not be beneficial for us to do it at this time. But it's just like I said, we have to make some calls. We have to kind of like see what everybody else is kind of doing in the music world and see what might be the best move for us.
Yeah, I think we'll probably, release another single, most likely,
right,
or even 2 before we do another album. But we do have a lot of music that's been written and it's starting to be pre-produced, and we do that here in our home studio, and that's one of my favorite parts of what we do.
I want to say soon. That's the best answer we can say. Soon.
We're not going to put a number
soon
on
because it. even if stuff doesn't open and everything does, and we have to work different jobs and stop playing live music, we're putting out new music.
We're still going to
we're putting out.
Well, whenever it does come out, I am looking forward to it.
Oh, so are we. I can't wait to share.
I can't
wait to hear it.
Just to hear what they're going to be.
Yeah, every time we write new songs, I just get so pumped to see what's going to sound like once we put it through the studio. The magic of the studio.
Are there any new songs that you guys are going to be performing during the live stream this Friday?
Yeah, I'm sure.
As far as
what day is it?
I don't think there's anything newer than what we've already performed on it. Right?
Well, it's Monday, so we have 4 days to learn a couple new songs, and depending on how much practice we put in before the show, we might have a few new ones for it.
I think we can get a nice jam session and possibly whip up something.
Yeah, we'll whip up. We'll just for you, Baylee, we'll learn a couple.
Well, thank you. Okay, so my last question. Is there a specific place that you guys really love to perform at?
Like we said, freaking the High Five Dive Bar in Apalachicola. Telling you, that's not a lie. We're not saying it just because you saw us there. That is literally one of our favorite places to play.
We have a connection with that room. We have a connection with the people who fill it and the people who've been running it, keeping it alive. The different actual business names.
We absolutely love it. But if we had to pick somewhere else that we can talk, just for the sake of talking about other great places that we also love to play, Florida in general holds a huge place in our hearts because everybody really loves live music in Florida. They love going out, they love having a good time, they love watching live music. So like, how can we complain about any of that? It's amazing. But we've also really loved playing out west and in Washington and California and it's hard to choose just one because we have met so many special people everywhere we go, and so many people mean so much to us. We have families all over this country where we feel like we're one of their own, and they treat us so well and take care of us, and we would not be able, for sure, without a doubt, would not be able to do this if it were not for the kindness of so many people. So we are extremely lucky. We love it. We love playing. We love traveling. We miss everybody so much.
Well, I'm just glad that I got to meet you guys when I did back in March. And I just want to say thank you guys for joining this interview. It's been really fun talking to you guys.
Well, thank you for asking us to do it. This is awesome.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for being so enthusiastic about music and just wanting to get to know us.
You're a true blue music fan, and I love it.
Thank you. And I'm just glad that you guys are the very first people I'm ever interviewing.
Yeah.
Well, this went great. You're a natural.
It's nothing. It'll just keep getting better and easier.
Thank you. I was kind of nervous for a while, even though obviously I've talked to you guys before, but once I started talking to you guys, I just felt so much better. So thank you.
Yeah, gotta get the jitters out, and it's perfectly normal to be a little nervous because you care about it, and
you want it to be good.
Be good. So
nerves are a good thing.
So thank you guys again, and I can't wait to watch another Facebook stream on Friday.
Right.
It'll be
we'll
here
see
on
you Friday, and we'll make sure we play Wildflowers for you.
Thank you.
All right, Baylee, take care.
You too. Bye.
All right, see you. Thanks again.